Alrighty, welcome everybody. So is asked to do, or actually update, the BRUISER FENRIR build. Now, BRUISER FENRIR works out pretty well because if you go too much, typical assassin or hunter type build where you're just, a paper cannon, you don't live that much. I haven't seen many, good, success rates as a paper cannon Fenrir. It's often, they try to pull in somebody with their ulti and just die. So BRUISER is not all too bad. So let's go over some of the items. I would like to pick up Warrior Tabby for my BRUISER Fenrir. Now, if you strictly just rely on your abilities, more so than Ninja Tabby's, probably going to be the better bet for you. Moving along, Hide of the Urchin works out really well for most, if not all, BRUISER builds because it gives you really, really high protection rates. So high that you can save another item slot for a damage item because it's just so much. And also I'd recommend getting this item early because it is a stack item and it's only against god kills and assist. So as far as starting off in assault, this works out pretty well. Also, it works out pretty well. It started with Mystical Mail. Some people underestimate Mystical Mail's power early game in assault because that 40 magical damage per second really hurts early game and in assault. And also while you carry somebody in your mouth, that damage is still ticking. So you may not be doing damage, but you have your Mystical Mail doing damage for you. So that works out pretty well. Hide the Urchin, moving on. Jones Wrath is just perfect for us because we kind of do need our cooldown reduction since we are Fenrir. We kind of rely on our ulti quite a bit, and also we want the power. So Jones Wrath is just perfect for that. Moving along, Shifter Shields works out pretty well for most of the gods that, like assassins and warriors, that depend heavily on physical power rather than attack speed or crit. Much like Bastet, Hercules, like some of those gods, this Shifter Shield gives you 60 physical power as long as you're above 50% health, which typically when you go into initiate in a fight as Fenrir, you're going to have hopefully above 50% HP. So you're going to go in, with 60 power, so as soon as you clamp down on somebody, that's going to hurt quite a bit. And if you get being down below 50% health, you gain the 20 extra protection. That's both for physical and magical. Moving along, Void Shield works out really well, more so if you have physical gods on your team, because when you bite somebody and you bring them towards your teammates, this Void Shield passive will apply to that enemy, lowering their physical protection. So, the hunters or other assassins on your team, they're going to be pounding that person that is in your mouth, and the Void Shield is going to help out in that sense. If you don't have any physical people on your team, don't get this item because it's kind of useless at that point. Finally, Deathbringer for the extra power, and in case we do crit, we're going to crit pretty hard. Other optional items include Majesty's Blessings. I've seen some BRUISER Fenrirs pick up this item. It's good for the health, and also the passive works out pretty well. Now, because if you try to go in using your one, typically they're going to try to stop you in your tracks because they know where you're going to go in for. They know you're going to, get into your ulti form and try to pull in somebody. So they're going to try to stop you before that happens, and Majesty's Blessing will stop that from happening. So they try to CC you, you're just going to absorb it, turn into your ulti, pull somebody in. So that works out pretty well. If you're fighting some mages, these three items all work out pretty well. Not so much the top right one if you're not fighting against any healers or high health regeneration gods. But if you are fighting healers or whatnot, this is really great for that. These three items aren't too bad. And so I don't know, like if you do some some work on the minions or get the jungle camps on the side of arena, this could work out well for you. But these two other items are really great. I'll pick up probably Runic Shield for Fenrir. If I really need this. Let's see, that pretty much wraps it up as far as these items. Now you may be wondering why I have Greater Blink rather. It's because if you don't have your one up for whatever reason, or you don't want to rely on your one, or whatever the case may be, you can also blink in. It's more unpredictable seeing a Fenrir just teleport right into your face, turn really big, and just bite you and take you away. It's more obvious with this leaping at you. Now, of course, if you can land on somebody with your one does good damage. If you see here, it does pretty good damage. And these are also all the cooldowns with our Jones Wrath. So let's go ahead and test out some damage on Robot. And also, our power is 205. It's pretty good power, along with 204 physical defense and 128 magical defense. Now, of course, if you're fighting against more magical than physical, adjust accordingly. Same vice versa for physicals. Blink in, use our ulti. I could not see how much I hit him for, but it was quite a bit. As you can see, we crit up to 607. I do believe he has an attack change, attack rate? Attack progression. That's the word I'm looking for. I don't even know what I was talking about. So 225 with our 3. Yeah, I don't think he has an attack progression. Okay. It's pretty much like flat rates. Let's use your 1. Not too bad. And one last time with our 3. So, I mean, that works out pretty well. If you have any other suggestions or gods you want to see done, let me know in the comment section below. So, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.